Okay, so we are going to be talking about Lexile.com. And I think an important place to start with this is what it functions around and the basic concept of Lexile. So it's a framework for reading. Uses quantitative methods based on individual words, sentence lengths, rather than qualitative analysis of content to produce scores. So effectively, it's a way of measuring reading level in a text, research paper, news article, book, whatever it is, and how it applies to certain grade levels. So maybe the Lexile score for one book is high for like ninth grade English students, but is pretty low for 12th grade and stuff like that. There's obviously some wiggle room and some difference depending on the class that you have, the demographics, where people's levels are. We obviously always want to be pushing students to do better, especially in reading and writing, which is something that is, I think, a struggle for a lot of students today. So having something like this that both teachers and students could access relatively easily would be great for checking reading level, make sure that we're challenging ourselves. And I guess a quick disclaimer is this isn't to say that maybe lower Lexile books don't have something beneficial to offer to the readers, but for developing minds, we obviously want to keep rigor at a high level, especially for reading. Um, so here's Lexile.com. Specifically for this, I'm going to go into Find a Book. It seems to be one of the most effective tools on this site. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can register as a parent, you can register as a student, teacher, researcher. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with this. You do have to sign up for an account and register your school or whatever it is, things like that. But this, you don't need any type of login information. So it's pretty user friendly. I've been playing around with it a little bit here. But what's nice is like here you can select your grade. So we have first grade through 12th grade. Um, Picking kind of, hey, we've been reading some books in class that seem to be too easy for the kids, or they're too hard. You can kind of pick that here. I'm going to go with 10th grade because I'm hoping to teach 9th or 10th grade English here in the future. And let's go with difficult, just to see what it is. So it shows the Lexile range here. Lexile range is 100 Lexiles below and 50 Lexiles above a student's Lexile measure. Represents the optimal reading range where a student is expected to comprehend the text well enough to understand it while still experiencing reading challenge. So this is the range of books that would be difficult for a 10th grader within these parameters set here. So if we search that, pretty amazing. Nearly 83,000 books. That's something no one can probably read an entire lifetime, though many of us wish we probably could. I know I wish I could get in that much content. It's just impressive that there's that many books specifically for um, that grade level. So you can scan through here. It gives you that Lexile score. And you can see up here in the top right. So kind of cool tool to use there. Like most things nowadays, there's a filter. You can do all sorts of, let's see if we did like non-conforming and a beginning reader. Brings us down to 2,700 books or so. And they say don't judge a book by its cover, but you can kind of tell that maybe some of these books, considering it's non-conforming and a beginning reader level, you can see that these are probably a little more friendly for maybe people who are English isn't their first language or they've been struggling to meet standards, but you're able to maybe work something in to help get them on that right path. So that was a very quick overview of one of the tools within Lexile.com. If you're an English teacher, I highly recommend checking it out. If you are really any type of classroom where it's important to read other than the textbook, this might be a great resource for you. Thanks for listening.